Today, we're going to speak about vehicles belonging to the Thunderstorm family, or to put it simply, about vehicles with names that were inspired by this glorious natural phenomenon, like the mighty Kugelblitz, the Japanese Raiden, the British Lightning, and many, many others. We're going to start with the American P47 Thunderbolt. There are no less than 8 variations of this fighter aircraft in the game, including 4 premium vehicles found in the Soviet, the Chinese, and the German tech trees, as well as a couple of special variant modeled after the Thunderbolts piloted by American pilots George E. Bostwick and Witold Lanowski. The Thunderbolt is one of the fastest piston-engine fighters in the game. If you'd like to drop on your enemies at breakneck speed and make lots of holes in them with your 8 trusty Brownings, it's a perfect pit for you. On a side note, when it comes to engaging ground targets, the Thunderbolt is no slouch either, all thanks to an array of rockets and bombs. Speaking of the ground, take a look at another Thunderbolt, the AC-4. An Australian premium tank that you can find in the British tech tree. You ever heard the deafening sound its 17-pounder tank gun makes when firing? It has good elevation and uses rounds that follow predictable trajectories, making this Australian vehicle a very good sniper. Then we go back to the skies with the Japanese Raiden, an absolute monster once off the ground. Depending on the modification you opted for, it can be armed with 20mm or 30mm cannons. It's also extremely maneuverable and has an amazing climb rate. All in all, you don't want to engage it up close. The Raiden will outperform you, and then will destroy your aircraft with a single solid burst. There are 2 variants of the Italian Macchi C202 Folgore available in the game. The regular C202 is highly versatile, but doesn't break any records in terms of firepower. The Esperimento Cannone version is a completely different story though. A couple of 20mm cannons make a world of difference, allowing the Folgore to truly shine. The German Erado 234 Blitz was the first ever operational jet-powered bomber. There are also 2 variations of this bird in War Thunder. The first, the B-2, is all about delivering your 1.5 tons of bombs as quickly as possible, and then disappointing all enemy piston-engine fighters by disappearing into the sunset. You don't have other options here, really, as the B-2 has no offensive or defensive armaments, meaning that you have only your superior mobility to rely on. Not your cup of tea? Well, here's the C-3 variant. It has guns, a couple of 20mm cannons to be exact, allowing the bomber to engage both air and ground targets. Next up is the English Electric Lightning F6, a supersonic British jet capable of Mach 2. It's also very agile and quite dangerous. It's armed with 2 Raiden cannons and red top air-to-air missiles. Lots of room for B&Z shenanigans. The namesake of the British jet, the American twin-engine fighter aircraft called the P38 Lightning, is one of the most famous aircraft of World War II. So it should be no surprise that there are almost too many of its variants in the game to count. Okay, we're exaggerating a bit, but there are still 4 regular P38 Lightnings in the American tech tree alone, and 7 American P38 Lightnings overall, with 3 premium versions that include 2 experimental aircraft and the P-38 belonging to Richard Bong, the highest-scoring American pilot ace. There's also a Lend-Lease P-38 sitting in the Chinese tech tree, so we are talking a total of 8. Let's go back to ground vehicles one last time. In German, Kugelblitz means ball lightning. Well, just look at the turret of this SPAAG. No further explanation needed. The Kugelblitz is also suitably dangerous. Its 30mm twin anti-aircraft guns will tear through any aircraft you aim at, and through many tanks and SPGs as well. Finally, there is also the Folgore, the Italian motor torpedo boat and the namesake of the legendary fighter aircraft. It's also the only boat of the Thunderstorm tribe. It is armed with turrets housing powerful 40mm Bofors guns and is equipped with 4 engines, allowing for decent mobility. Furthermore, it has torpedoes, obviously. It's a torpedo boat after all. Vehicles belonging to this big Thunderstorm family hail from many different countries. They come in all shapes, weights, and sizes, and belong to completely different classes of vehicles. Were any of your favorites mentioned today? Do you prefer the flying vehicles of the Thunderstorm family, or the ones fighting on the ground? Please tell us in the comments below. We're waiting.